Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wile E. Coyote. Genius.
Thank you for subscribing for 26 months of missy information.
For immediate disintegration. Brace yourself for immediate disintegration.
At long last, my dream come true.
Begging for mercy makes me angry. It is? Begging for mercy makes me angry. Begging for mercy makes me angry.
Oh, I'm going to blow it up. Oh, I'm going to blow it up. Oh, I'm going to blow it up.
Stereo.
Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand Aquarium Emperor, the Triviamaster of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Triviamaster Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything. I'm Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire, and with me, as always, is Intern Fishodor. Hello, Intern Fishodor.
Hello, I'm Intern Kristie.
Thank you for
Hello,
that Wilhelm
everyone.
scream.
We love a Wilhelm.
Foolaloo.
We love a Wilhelm.
You gotta love a Wilhelm.
We love a Wilhelm. Fluval.
What?
I'm so stoked today
Why?
that we have picked a topic
Yeah.
for today's trivia that has one of the most hateful and repugnant things, elements that the multiverse contains.
Yeah.
Consumable matter.
That's right. It's a trivia based all around a show that spreads the horrible, despicable gospel of consuming matter.
Horrible. Grotesque.
And of course, it's Bob's Burgers. It's Bob's Burgers trivia. They didn't hear that, so they just don't know what you're reacting to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll hear. I'm adding it now, though, so they will be able to hear it.
Fluval does also hate Bob's, but he doesn't
I
mind
hate
bobbing.
Bobs.
He bobs,
I hate all Bobs.
but he hates all beings named
Yes,
Bob.
I hate beings named Bob.
But he himself will
Hello,
bob.
Twitch friends. I hate beings named Bob.
Yes.
I am no longer being channeled after this. Okay, that was done. I was channeling David Lynch for a second there.
Incredible.
I do. I think your name is Bob Beethoven.
Bob Tovin.
And if you want to play against Bob Tovin, you can go to crowd.live and enter the code ZLN5X.
Zebras
ZLN.
like
Yeah.
nothing 5 times.
Zebras like nothing 5 times. Go to crowd.live and enter the code zebras like nothing 5 times.
How do you feel about belching?
Well, Belchers, like the Belchers, you know, your Bob Belcher, your Linda
Well,
Belcher,
of course.
your Tina Belcher, your Jean Belcher, your Louise Belcher,
But, you
your
know.
Big Bob.
But, you know.
They're literally
like
third-dimensional
the
beings.
belching, because we've been talking about, like, burgers. You hate burgers. Bob, you hate all beings
I
named
hate
Bob.
I hate belching, too. I mean, because
Belching.
belching so often comes after. Well, not all belches are created equal. If it's a belch caused by consuming matter, it's most despicable. If it's a belch that sort of reminds you of your own decay and mortality, then I
Oh.
think it's a little better.
That's nice. And that makes it kind of like a fart.
Yeah, a memento farty.
A memento
Remember,
farty.
you too shall fart. Which I don't heart, despite the lies that Stephen Premmel will tell you.
Sorry, Tweety Bird.
Well,
Came and joined us for a moment.
I mean, I hate that. Speaking of things I hate, because it's all about consuming matter. If Sylvester would just grow up, he could do a lot more interesting things than chase a little bird.
If he would grow up,
Yeah, and stop being obsessed with matter consumption.
is that something that comes with age?
Yeah.
Okay. So, at what age?
If Sylvester the cat was an ageless being older than the universe, you know, yeah.
I see.
Yeah. That would have been fun if he played one of the Woody
yeah.
Woodpeckers that David Lynch was friends with. And then
Yes.
has cut out of his life because they changed.
They changed.
Yeah, the cat needs to grow up. He's got 9 lives and he's still obsessed with chasing birds? Like, come on. Isn't that a little childish, Sylvester?
Grow up. Grow up. Seriously, grow up.
Grow up, Sylvester. Get with it.
CBC,
This is where I thrash.
I heard tell that you have a
Thank you for
sibling.
This Is Where I Thrash plausible
Thank you
deniability.
so much. I wasn't sure if they heard that one too
They
or
did
not.
hear that
That's
one.
what I heard earlier.
Yeah, Goku, are you still out here chasing the Dragon Balls? Get a job.
Good job.
Get a job, Goku.
Good job.
Or get the nice, refreshing taste of Cerveza Crystal. The only matter worth chasing, but you still shouldn't.
Consume it. CBC 9000, I heard that you have a sibling,
Yeah,
a brother,
a brother-in-law.
who knows a lot about Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
Will we be getting a Brother C 9000? Ooh. I did work on that from earlier. I came up with that joke
You did.
earlier in the transport shuttle.
And you know who else came up with it? Herr Burgermeister Hamburg.
Oh.
A Kopi named Coochie.
Ooh.
Miss Brie in for sesame seed bun.
Oh.
The ghost of Jiminy Pesto. Boobs Burgers. Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong. Bob Bergen. Bob Bergen, also famously the voice actor who played Luke Skywalker in Jedi Outcast.
Okay.
And French fried potatoes. Do you not believe me?
I believe
Do you not believe me?
I believe everything that you say, Fluval.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. But also, let's go into my mind palace. See? Bob Bergen.
Oh.
Robert Snellgrove.
What?
Bob Bergen
Snellgrove
is a
is amazing.
American voice actor.
Wow.
Best known.
See Betrayal, C9000.
Best known for Looney Tunes. He's the official audio double for Mark Hamill and has been Luke in X-Wing vs. TIE Fighter, Shadows of the Empire, Masters of Terras Kazi, where he met Hor and Thok. Star Wars Rebellion, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. He was an Alien Pedestrian, Coruscant Thing number 3, EV-76, and Gungan Citizen number 2 in the Phantom Menace game. He's Luke in X-Wing Racer. He's a bunch of pod racers in Episode 1 Racer. In Force Commander, he's Luke and Coruscant Palace Guard. Galactic Battlegrounds, Luke. Rogue Squadron 2, Rogue Leader, Luke. Racer Revenge, Odie Mandrell and Gascano. Jedi Knight 2, Luke. Jedi Academy, Luke. Rogue Squadron 3, Luke. Battlefront 2, Luke. Elite Squadron, Luke, uncredited. Clone Wars, Lama Su. Resistance, Bebo. Bad Batch, Lama Su. Lama Su and Scrapper number 2, Lama Su.
Yeah, to be a voice actor for a voice actor.
Yeah.
Snellgrove ice cream. Ooh,
I don't know
is
what
that
that
a
is.
real brand?
I don't know what that is.
Is that like a Iowa in your dimension specific brand, Missy?
It was founded in Utah in 1929.
Snellgrove ice cream?
Yeah.
Oh. It's the only thing Misty
Guess
could find
what,
online.
Utah? Snell Grove is back!
Wow.
Hell yeah, Snell Grove!
Guess what, Utah?
Guess what, Utah? You still can't have coffee! And you shouldn't have any matter.
No. Including ice cream.
New locations are coming.
Wait, is that like a double cone?
Double complete cone across the sky. I hate it. I hate that they've made a more efficient way to consume matter. This is awful.
The Snell Groves taste like Snell Groves.
They have burnt almond fudge, Canadian vanilla, caramel cashew, peppermint chocolate spray, and malted milk.
What makes the vanilla Canadian?
That's what I'm hoping to find out on the flavors
I'm
page.
pretty sure that vanilla isn't native to Canada.
Rich, creamy vanilla ice cream, your super premium sweet companion. Doesn't say what makes it Canadian. Ooh, raspberry.
Once again, I'm pretty
Wow.
sure vanilla is like
Raspberry Oreo.
a very like tropical.
Raspberry Oreo,
item.
dairy-free birthday cake. Salted peanut butter Oreo. Dirty Dr. Pepper sherbet.
Yeah, they're orchids, which is like tropical and subtropical, tropical and subtropical regions.
I do need to share this with you.
It's polite.
I do like that they killed someone.
Ooh, we love that. Ooh, Utah's gonna shut that dirty Dr.
No,
Pepper down.
no, they love dirty sodas. What are you talking about? Oh, because the caffeine. But they love
I thought
dirty.
that you could have caffeine, it just can't be hot.
You just can't have, exactly. You just can't have hot drinks. That's part of why soda in Utah is such a big thing.
On Tinifer's birthday?
Yeah, happy birthday, Tinifer.
Wait, today is, or
Yeah,
they're going to
today is.
get rid of
Today is.
dirty soda?
Today is.
Happy birthday, Tinifer. Happy birthday, Tinifer.
I mean, look, this is all over Utah. Swig, the home of the original dirty soda. And they have some seasonal sips like Mistletoe Magic.
Maybe both? No, you can't consume the warmed up water, presumably. Which is sad, because I love warm water. Like, drinking it. Which I know is strange
So, yeah.
for most beings.
So
Dirty
they're taught,
as in alcohol or dirty
No.
as in espresso?
well, we're going to get back to that. They're taught not to drink hot drinks, meaning coffee or any tea other than herbal tea, and not to use tobacco.
Wait, so you can have hot herbal tea?
Yeah, you can have chamomile tea. That's why the whole thing about soda and caffeine not counting is ridiculous.
Yeah, like, what is it? What is...
It clearly is not to drink caffeine. It's just those were the drinks with caffeine
Show
at the time.
me on the fucking golden tablets.
But swig, they say the thing says swig is fine.
Oh, well, good.
The golden tablets say swig is fine.
It's pretty hardcore. Yeah, yeah. I thought you couldn't watch warm
And so you see,
water.
a dirty soda is soda plus flavors, fruits, and creams.
I think that I need a theology class. I keep trying to say theosophy class when I mean theology.
So like the buttery beer, I gotta go back. The buttery beer is root beer plus butterscotch and vanilla cream.
Ooh.
The happy camper is root beer plus toasted marshmallow plus half and half.
This all sounds way too sweet.
Yeah, and be sure again, don't forget, while we're looking at this, you can still go to crowd.live and enter the code ZLN5X. It's pinned to the top of the chat.
Yeah, it's just latte drinks.
It's latte with soda. And let's see.
But where soda is the milk and the milk is the
Yeah.
espresso.
Blended Dr. Pepper Toffee Crunch plus almond roca and caramel sauce and vanilla
shit,
cream.
Fool! Fool, you better have a milkshake, quick! You can't disobey that golden tablet!
I'll get it from American Fork. Let's see. So I'm going to make my own.
Different class?
I'll go 44-ounce soda.
Hi, my name is
I want to
Christian
add,
Hall.
I'll do
Thank you.
blended. What do we want to add? We can add 3 sodas. What do we want to add?
Ooh, I want...
Coke, Diet Coke, Coke Zero, Sprite, Sprite Zero, Root Beer, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Mountain Dew, my Diet Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, Diet Dr. Pepper, Orange Soda, Lemonade, Ginger Ale, Fresco, or Sparkling Water.
You know that if I want something good,
Yeah.
I'm doing Diet Dr. Pepper, root beer, and orange soda.
What if you want to make something foul?
That's gonna have to be Mountain Dew, normal strength Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew,
Okay.
and another Mountain Dew.
There's only 2.
Dew, and Dew.
Watered down Mountain Dew, sparkling water. You can add blackberry.
That would make it better, Floof.
You're right. I'll take that out. I'll add butterscotch, English toffee, and cupcake.
Oh, no, they do theosophy classes like now.
And tiger's blood.
Fucks are still into theosophy.
And whipped cream.
In addition to just using
Gummy
theosophical
sharks.
stuff in their weird cults.
Half and half and coconut cream.
Stealing it,
And
which
I'll do a
it was
splash.
already stolen.
I'll do splashes of Diet Mountain Dew and normal Mountain Dew also.
Theosophy is the AI of religions.
So what I added to our cart is a 44-ounce blended Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew, butterscotch, cupcake, English toffee, tiger's blood, toasted marshmallow, coconut
What's
cream,
tiger's
half and half.
blood?
I don't know.
You can't have coffee, but you can have tiger's blood.
Well, it's not really literal tiger's blood. I mean, maybe it is.
Maybe.
You can make a soda, you can make a refresher, you can make a water cup, and you can make a reviver.
Volea do. Ha Only.
Oh, it's a sweet and fruity
For
syrup.
your suffering.
It's a
Maddie.
sweet and
Oh, sorry.
It's a sweet and fruity syrup that combines strawberry, watermelon, and coconut.
Ugh.
Also, you'll note I am not actually ordering it. I'm creating the most disgusting thing to help reflect back to you how horrible your habit of matter
Strawberry,
consumption
watermelon,
is.
coconut.
Yeah.
Famously diabetic. Suffering. Yes! We love to see it!
We do. And we love to see you go to crowd.live and enter the code ZLN5X, but you can play against Herr Burgermeister Hamburg, Alcopikuchi, Miss Brie in for Sesame Seed Bun, The Ghost, Jimmy Pesto, Boobs Burgers, Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong, Bob Bergen, the voice actor for Luke Skywalker, and Lama Sue, French fried potatoes, Brazilian Air Currency Exchange and Waxing Salon,
Ooh.
Fluval Cheese and Bacon Burger, Intern Kristie Smash Burger, Sea Burger C9000, and Snellgrove is back. Yeah, no, it totally is.
Snellgrove is back!
And you know what else we need to do?
Okay, that I was curious, fool. Did you see me trying to
I
see
knew.
if it was an anagram?
I knew what it was.
Well,
I knew what it was.
Of
Just
course,
like I
people.
know, here comes the iconic crowd per gong as we get
guess
to
who's
question
back?
number back again.
Snellgrove's back. Guess who's back? Guess
Which
who's
of
back?
these was part of the original pitch for Bob's Burgers? The Belchers are cannibals, the Belchers are human-cow hybrids, the Belchers are in the mob, or the Belchers are vegan?
Ooh, I like all of these.
I like all of these, but only one of them is a real part of the original pitch for Bob Burger and his burger friends.
But can you trust your partner, Missy? Can you trust that your husband will tell you truthful things?
Or does he want to see you suffer? Blog, it is not all of the above. I'll tell you that much. It is not all of the above. Some of you are getting this wrong.
The quicker you answer, the higher you score. Or the more
Or-
you suffer. I know which I would want it to be. Me too. Guess with your heart.
And
You
Missy
probably
is
got it
right.
right.
It is in the first episode.
Oh.
The pilot has people think this is true, but it is not true in the produced pilot. But in the original pilot pitch,
Wow.
or the original pitch, they were cannibals.
Not as many of you got that right than I thought would.
And it
Who
was
voted
even-
with their heart and got it right?
Well, the ones who got it right are Miss Brie in for Sesame Seed Bun,
Ooh.
Brazilian Air Currency Exchange and Waxing Salon, a Kopi named Coochie, and Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong. Herr Burgermaster Hamburg and the Ghost of Jimmy Pesto did not answer.
Ha!
And French fried potatoes, Seaburger C9000, Bob Bergen, Snellgrove is back, Boobs Burgers, Blueville Cheese and Bacon Burger, and Intern Kristie Smash Burger all got it wrong.
Ha!
And Lauren Bouchard, the creator of the show, went into it a little bit more on the AV Club.
Lauren or Lauren?
Lauren. Not like Michaels. Lauren Bouchard.
Lauren.
Judging from other interviews, the development cycle of the show is quite long.
Probably for the best. But
The show we started with, in many ways, is very much like the show now. There was a brief period where I first started talking to them because I was coming off of doing Lucy, Daughter of the Devil. And I had this more occulty, sort of darker edge to the way I was thinking then. I did pitch the show as a family of cannibals who runs a restaurant. There's sort of a Sweeney Todd aspect to it. They basically said everything but the cannibalism, and that included the cast. We had the entire family cast, and the only tweak that we did in development is whoopsie.
Whoopsie.
If you read ahead, maybe you saw a little spoiler for the next question. So let's get to it now. Here comes question number 2. What was Tina's name in the original pilot? Daniel, Patrick, Theodore, or Tommy? Because, yes, Tina was originally a Belcher's son. But was Tina's name Daniel, Patrick, Theodore, or Tommy?
Of course, gender
This is
is
where
a
I thrash.
lowly. Exactly.
I read the name, then immediately forgot it. Teddy is the one named Theodore. You can't trick me.
Oh, I forgot that Teddy is short for Theodore.
Yeah, it's Theodore. It's Teddy, short for Theodore.
Gender is a lowly third-dimensional experience.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I buy it. I'm just saying, what did you lowly humans? How were you over-investing in it? You've only seen the crossover episode with Archer. Well,
There's
then you
a
haven't.
crossover with Archer?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, because they're both voiced by H. John Benjamin.
Was it a Bob's Burger episode, or was
it an Archer?
Just an Archer
It was just
episode?
an Archer episode.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Archer went undercover as Bob.
Identify as Tina, but actually a Gene. Yeah.
6 of you said Daniel. I'm a Gene all the way. 6 of you said Daniel. None of you said Patrick. 2 of you said Theodore. 2 of you said Tommy. The correct answer is, of course, Daniel, as you saw on screen a little bit ago. Here's Daniel. Daniel Belcher was a character in the demo stages of Bob's Burgers, as shown on the complete first season DVD set. He was said to be the oldest child of the family, but the crew felt like having the idea of 2 sons would not have worked well. So Daniel was scrapped of the pilot demo stage and replaced by a female version known as Tina. Along with similarities to Tina, he shared most of her lines in the demo. The only difference is he talked about his testicles itching, along with a small scene where he was talking about his itchy crotch. Daniel makes a cameo in issue 5 of the first run of Bob's Burgers comics.
She can have an itchy crotch. It's a very teenage thing to happen.
Yeah.
Hello, 1BBR.
Hello, 1BBBR.
Welcome to the suffering.
Welcome to the suffering. To join it, be sure to go to crowd.live and enter the code ZLN. 5X.
Long day. Ha-ha.
Zebras like nothing 5 times. Or you'll get to play against Miss Bree in for Sesame Seed Bun. Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong. A Kopi named Coochie. Mark Hamill. Wow, Luke Skywalker's here to play with us. The voice double for Bob Bergen. Wow. Intern Kristie Smash Burger.
Mark Hamill himself.
Fluval Cheese and Bacon Burger. Brazilian Air Currency Exchange and Waxing Salon. Burgermaster Hamburg. The ghost of Jiminy Pesto. The wars were our burgers. French fried potatoes. C Burgers C9000. Bob Bergen. Snellgrove is back, and Boobs Burgers in last place. Intern Kristie Smash Burger gained the most points on that, gaining 944 points. While Brazilian Air Currency Exchange and Waxing Salon lost the most, losing 890 points.
Mark, can you tell us how being on this show is in some way like B2B marketing?
Yeah. Well, the acting is like B2B marketing.
No, being on Instagram is like B2B marketing.
Oh, right.
So in San Francisco, a number of years ago, there was a random Salesforce conference happening. And they brought in Mark Hamill and gave free tickets to anyone who signed up. So intern Emily Pineapple and Forrest got some tickets and went and watched Mark Hamill, who was like, I don't know why I'm here, but y'all want to hear some stories about Carrie Fisher?
And Forrest stood up at work and said to his boss, I have to go see Luke Skywalker. I'll be back later. And ran out of the office.
He was literally like, so I guess being on Instagram is kind of like marketing. But you know, something Carrie told me.
Yeah.
It was amazing. We all did want to hear.
We had the entire family cast, and the only tweak that we did in development is that originally Dan Mintz was playing the oldest boy named Daniel. The executives were just sort of probing, and they were interested in whether the boys were differentiated enough. And we pitched the idea that what if it's a girl played by Dan Mintz? And they liked it, so that was the biggest change. But other than that, we had H. John Benjamin as Bob, and John Roberts as Linda, and Kristen Shaw with the bunny ears as Louise. And the cannibal angle did make it into the pilot, so it did. You know, cannibalism is great. I love it.
Love it.
And he gets more notes, of course, on Fox than he got on Adult Swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This makes sense.
It does. You know what else makes sense?
What?
Question number 3. Speaking of his history, order these Lauren Bouchard shows based on when they debuted. Put the oldest at the top. Bob's Burgers, Central Park, Home Movies, or Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil.
I have only ever heard of 2 of these.
Which ones?
Well, I guess I've heard of a third one, but I don't have any image in my head. I know Bob's Burgers. I'm pretty sure I know about Central Park. Home Movies, I have heard the name of, and I know that people like it.
That Lucy show sucks.
Well, that
says Wiz
must
We're Alive.
be why I
Oldest
don't know
at the
it.
top, yes. Put the oldest at the top. It says it right there, doesn't it, Maddie? Can you read?
Probably.
Presumably, because this would be a really hard show to do if you can't read. Oh, no.
It'd be really difficult to comment without being able to read, but lower dimensional beings are pretty good at doing difficult things. It's all the fine motor control.
He wasn't the creator.
Central
No, put up.
Park-
He wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He wasn't the creator of Science Court. He produced. He worked on it and produced it, but he didn't create it.
Oh. I thought
These are all shows he created.
Wait. So it is like Lorne.
Lauren.
But isn't it spelled the same?
No,
As
Lauren
Lauren?
is Lorne.
Oh my god. Can we stop with the spelling?
What do you mean?
It's so dumb. Judge Paula Poundstone was great.
But that's how you know what sounds to say. What's your alternative solution to spelling?
Well, because it's like when it's that like small of a change.
Lorne
that's
versus
ridiculous. Yes, they should both just be Lorne.
So you're not
or
you're,
Lauren.
You should remove Lauren. You should remove names.
Well, because Lauren.
So Amelie and Emily should be spelled the same. To pull a random example for no reason.
No, because it's not just 2 letters flipped.
It is?
No, it's not. There's no A in Emily.
Right. Okay, so I'm trying to think of other examples. Rat and art.
Yes, those should
be the
spelled
same word.
Yes. Yes. Maybe it comes from a different language.
Yeah, you think about
All
that.
third-dimensional languages are equally stupid. I hate all of them, and I hate all forms of communication. Spelling is stupid. Thank you. To Alex, rat and art are more... This is true!
That's true.
This is true. Plug the Instagram,
So-
Missy. It's an excellent Instagram to follow, but I do not remember the name of it right now.
So this is going to make
Dirty
you even
art.
more annoyed. Oh, never mind.
Rat's Tunnel, yes.
So AI says the name Lauren may have originated from the Old English word Lauren, which means fox.
What?
But does not seem like that's accurate.
Look, Wiz, we know that you
Apparently
have
it's
lived
derived-
through all of these
It's derived.
eras.
It may also
Tell
be a
us.
Scottish. It's derived from the Scottish place name Lorne, which may mean fox. So Lorne. Yeah, and then Lauren is a gender-neutral name with Latin origins. That means laurel or from Laurentum.
Okay. Oh, and Laurel is also a name.
Yeah. Laurel and is a name. So is Yanni.
It was invented by a writer.
Yeah, I mean we're not. What language? All pieces of language were invented by writers ultimately.
I mean, a lot of them were most of them
All
were
written-
invented by speakers.
No, not the written form of it. The written form was invented by a writer.
Oh, yeah. But it was... Yes.
I'm
You
right.
are correct.
Just say I'm right. Thank you.
You
Now we
are
can move on.
absolutely correct.
The most
Fluval.
popular order
This is
people
where I
picked
thrash.
was Home Movies, Daughter of the Devil, Bob's Burgers, and Central Park. 55% of you answered correct, in fact, because that is the correct order. Home Movies debuted in 1999. Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil, debuted in 2005. Bob's Burgers debuted in 2011. And Central Park debuted in 2020. Yeah, oldest first. That's what I said.
Dang! Love that suffering. Love to see it.
Yeah, I love to see the suffering, too. I love to see the suffering, too. It's so beautiful. Just like the fact that a Kopi named Coochie gained the most points.
That guy
No, they're
looks
in
like
first.
Maddie.
Who? The one on the right?
Yeah, the one that
That's
isn't
Lauren.
Danny DeVito.
It's not Danny DeVito on the left either, but it's Lauren
It's
Bouchard.
not Danny DeVito.
Lauren Bouchard. No. Lauren Bouchard is on the
fuck is
right.
that?
I don't know, but Lauren Bouchard's on the right. The creator of Bob's Burgers is the guy on the right.
There's a different Devil Daughter show? Yeah, isn't it called Has-Been Hotel?
Kinda, yeah.
Right? I thought that was Danny DeVito. And possibly Maddie.
It's not Danny DeVito.
I mean, look at him. Doesn't he look like you? Everyone follow Maddie's channel.
He does not look like Danny DeVito.
Wait, can we shout out Maddie's channel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everyone should follow it. That's why I've seen your face.
I mean, we often raid Maddie after these, too, when he
Yes.
goes live. But Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil, is an American and adult animated television series. Because you hear me start to say an Australian Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil is an American adult animated series that aired on Cartoon Network's late night programming block, Adult Swim. It was created and directed by Lauren Bouchard and Fluid Animation. The show features Melissa Barton-Galsky as Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil, who is voiced by H. John Benjamin.
Ooh, yeah. Whom shot whom? See, this is what the animated shows
The show
we all
follows the
forgot
titular
about.
21-year-old Lucy Morningstar, who lives in San Francisco and has been
she would.
ordained by her father, the devil, to fulfill her destiny as the Antichrist, whether she likes it or not. Along the way, she meets with a DJ named Jesus, who turns out to be the second coming of the Messiah, and the two begin dating from the first episode after Lucy saves him from a fire created by her father to kill him. Meanwhile, her father tries different schemes in his quest to take over the world with the help of his advocate, Becky, who had like something of a personal assistant. At the same time, a group of special clergy, 2 priests and a nun, are on a mission from the Vatican to find and destroy Lucy.
Oh, really? Dan Harmon stole that in addition to the story circle from Joseph Campbell, which I'm totally okay with. That old man was fucking
And this was
weird.
created by Lauren Bouchard, LLC, Fluid Animation, and Williams Street. Lauren Bouchard, LLC would become Wilo Productions.
And the devil was voiced
H. John
by...
Benjamin.
Oh!
The devil is a figure of pure evil, though he seems more playful and naughty than malevolent, and is willing to take over the world slowly and through schemes, though he is certainly willing to outright kill the DJ when the possibility arises. Oh, and John Glazer is Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, H. John Benjamin is also Judas. Sam Cedar is on this, too.
What?
Sam Cedar is Senator Robert Bob Whitehead, a U.S. senator who worships Satan, though he tries to keep it secret from the public.
All
The
of
devil
them
has made plans
worship
for him to become
Satan.
president of the United States with Lucy at his side. However, she is completely uninterested in him.
Actually, if they all worship
Sam Cedar's
Satan...
multiple character. Eugene Merman was also on it.
Oh. There's a senator called Whitehouse. Love that.
Well, there's a real senator named Whitehouse.
Lauren Bouchard did famously invent that concept of the devil having a child. It was definitely Lauren. That was him.
Do you mean Little Demon is... No, Little Devil.
Little devil.
Little Devil.
You little devil.
I think you mean Little Demon. And Dan Harmon is just an executive producer on Little Demon.
Oh.
Little Demon is a an adult animated show created by Darcy Fowler, Seth Kirshner, and Kieran Valla that premiered on FXX. That features Aubrey Plaza, Danny DeVito, and Lucy DeVito.
He's just a little baby.
13 years after being impregnated by Satan, Laura and her Antichrist daughter, Chrissy, attempt to live an ordinary life in Delaware, but are constantly overwhelmed by monstrous forces, including Satan, who wants custody of Chrissy's soul.
We found Danny!
Arnold Schwarzenegger was on it. Sam Cedar's not on this one.
Arnold. And that's why it failed.
Yeah, Sam Cedar is the secret behind Devil late night shows or animated shows. And Intern Kristie Smashburger gained the most points on that, gaining 756. But nonetheless, the Kopi named Coochie is holding on to first. And Miss Brie in for Sesame Seed Bun lost the most points, losing 851. You're right. No, yeah,
Yes.
Aubrey Plaza is perfect casting for that show. And you know what?
What?
Speaking of shows, on Bob's Burgers, what are the name of the show's equivalent of bronies? One of them scams Tina. Are they Equesticles, Horse Hunks, Knights Who Say Nay, or Main Men?
I like how you pronounced that, the emoji.
One of them scams Tina.
Yeah. It was excellent.
Are they
Excellent.
Equesticles, Horse Hunks, Knights Who Say Nay, or Main Men? What are the names of these male horse show fans in the world of Bob Burger? Yeah, oldest on top. Exactly
Yes.
who named Natty. Oldest on top. Do you remember the answer to this one?
Yes, actually. Oh, wait. Yes. No, I know. I know.
And you don't just know because you saw into my mind palace for a second.
Oh, no. I didn't realize it was
Yeah.
up in your mind palace.
Okay.
No. I remember. My brain was conflating it with the name of the show.
What?
The name of the show in the show. About the horses.
Okay. 8 of you said they were called Equesticles. 2 of you said Horse Hunks. None of you
Yes,
said Knights Who
because
Say
it's
Nay.
the Equestronauts.
Yeah, the show is the Equestronauts, so the answer is the Equesticles.
Yes, thank you.
They're male fans of Tina's favorite animated show, the Equestronauts. And they're featured in a season 4 episode where an Equestronaut superfan named Bronconius
Ooh.
scams Tina into trading him a rare pony toy for a new common one.
Mean. I also thought of the show name to get the answer. Yes, I do, however, want to compliment you on your puns,
Thank you.
Fluval.
I deserve that. I deserve those laurels
Yes.
for Horse
Because
Hunks.
the Knights Who Say Nay is a very Bob's Burger.
And the main men. It's the main men. Yeah.
It's the main man.
Well, a Kopi named Coochie once again got the fastest answer, and so they're now in first place. Miss Brie in for Sesame Seed Bun in second in terms of points gained, but Mark Hamill in second overall.
Mark!
And Boobs Burgers lost the most points, losing 691, which is why they're in last place still.
Mark, I loved you as the Joker.
I loved you in The Guyver,
The Guyver?
the live-action anime adaptation that Mark Hamill did in the 90s.
Of
The anime called The Guyver.
not the Giver?
No, The Guyver.
What's the Guyver?
He wears a chitinous suit.
Oh. What? Is that just his name? Is it just
That's
a
the name
random
of the superhero.
name?
It's based on a Japanese.
Oh, is it that name, or is it like
The Guyver,
Batman,
part
or
human, part alien, pure superpower.
Sure, man. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like MacGyver's dad.
Mark Hamill is Max Reed. Who at a dojo, Max Reed, a CIA agent, notifies Dr. Sagawa's daughter Mizuki about the incident while his boyfriend, Sean Barker, struggles to pay attention in class. Sean follows Reed and Mizuki to the crime scene.
Yeah,
There he
Nick
stumbles upon
Guyver.
the Guyver unit stored and stuffs it into his backpack. On the way home, his scooter breaks down in the middle of a back alley and the gang corners him. While Sean is being attacked by the gang, the Guyver activates and fuses with him. Sean, in his newly armored form, dispatches the gang members. but is shocked by his physical appearance till the armor quickly disappears into 2 scars.
Okay, so the Guyver is just the name
The Guyver's
of a
the suit.
thing.
Yes.
Okay.
I also
It's
loved
not
Mark
like-
Hamill in Comic Book the Movie.
Oh,
Do you remember Comic Book the Movie?
I don't. Wait, is that the one with the guy who was in Firefly with the dinosaurs?
No, it's
Like,
the one with
ah.
Mark Hamill, where he plays it's a mockumentary, a 2004 direct-to-DVD mockumentary starring, co-written, and directed by Mark Hamill.
Oh, okay.
Comic book fan Don Swan battles against a
Yes.
fictional film studio that is about to announce a film based on his favorite superhero, Commander Courage, who's a parody of the Batman.
Do we think Screaming Mad George?
And I'm in
is
it
going
too.
okay? Oh, you're
Yes,
in it,
I,
Stan.
Stan the Man Lee, have a cameo appearance
Was
in this
this your
silly
first
film.
cameo?
No, one of my early cameos, of course, was Mallrats.
No, but was this your first cameo in a comic book movie?
Mallrats is also kind of a comic book movie, you silly person. I'm in there talking about the great superheroes I invented, like Spider-Man and the Hulk and Captain America.
Oh, I'm thinking of Con Man. Thank you. I'm Intern Kristie.
Yeah, you're
Thank you
thinking
so
of
much.
Con Man. That's right, this features Kevin Smith, Hugh Hefner, Stanley. Oh, Arlene Sorkin is Miss Q. Do you get why Arlene Sorkin is Miss Q?
Ooh, Stan, what was your
Because
first...
she's the voice of Harleen Quinzel.
Oh, thank you. What was your first cameo for the website Cameo?
Was I alive when Cameo, the website, was around? Let's find out. Or was that before I journeyed across the Rainbow Bridge to Valhalla?
I definitely forgot that went to Valhalla and was like with all of the pets.
Yeah, me and the pets went. I was alive for 1 year.
Oh, okay.
Cameo was born on. Cameo had its exciting origin issue drop onto newsstands in March 15th, 2017. And I ascended to a higher form in 2018.
Oh, congratulations.
That's when I became the new Watcher. I replaced Uatu. So I'm actually still cameoing in every... Oh,
Oh, bye. Bye, Stan.
Stan's still here.
Oh, okay. I'm glad. You're right. He's everywhere now. Watto.
Uatu, the Watcher, you silly person. Yeah, no, so...
Right?
It was. And intern Forrest first heard about Cameo listening to The Best Show, Excelsior, where Tom Sharpling made a lot of fun of it. He mocked it because it was like, who would want to be on Cameo?
A Ghost Bro 2 is the Watcher.
Stephen Galanis and Martin Blencow conceived of Cameo in 2017 after leaving Galanis' grandmother's funeral.
What?
That's what it says on Wikipedia.
What an interesting detail to leave in to your story.
In April 2016, Blenko got NFL player Cassius March to record himself congratulating his friend on the birth of his son. The duo realized that the selfie was the new autograph, Excelsior!
Excelsior!
On March 15th, 2017, Marsh tweeted a photo introducing his fans to the launch of the site. Celebrities with more than 20,000 Instagram followers are eligible to set up an account with Cameo. In 2020, Forbes ranked Cameo at number 19 on its list of America's 500 best startup employers, and it fell to number 49 in 2021, and it was no longer on that list by 2023.
Murph was doing Cameo.
Intern Forrest tried to order a cameo of Murph, but it didn't work out. Because Murph had paused it.
Yeah.
And Murph's all benefited harm reduction charities. Which is a pretty cool thing to do with your cameos. You know what else is... No, that segue doesn't work, so here we go. The actor behind which character was at the Capitol on January 6th? Calvin Fischoder, Ian Amberson, Jimmy Pesto Sr., or Philip Front? The actor behind which of these characters was at the Capitol on January 6th? In this GIF is footage from the Capitol on January 6th, where Nancy Pelosi was asking if they went back into session or not. Excelsior. This is all real filmed footage by her daughter on January 6th in the GIF. It was very funny. That was how he got caught, too. And then when George Lucas talk show was like, wait, is that this actor?
Womp womp.
Do you know the answer to that? I know you know the answer to this one.
Yes.
And all of you did. All of you said Jimmy Pesto Sr., and that's correct. And in fact, Jimmy Pesto was the only character that Jay Johnston played who was arrested and charged on June 7th, 2023. He pled guilty on July 8th, 2024, and was sentenced to 1 year and 1 day in prison on October 28th, 2024.
Ha!
Well, you should have gotten it wrong then, Wiz. You were in complete control. Yeah, Eric Bauza plays him now.
That's a great last name.
And Eric Bauza is a
Bauza.
very active voice actor.
Oh.
He voices so many characters
Friend of the
now.
show.
He's Woody Woodpecker now. He's Daffy Duck. He's Porky Pig. He's Elmer Fudd. He's Foghorn Leghorn. He's Marvin the Martian. He's Pepe Le Pew. He's Larry Bird. He's Splinter. He's Diddy Kong in the movie. He's Marvin the Martian. So it's good you played that. He voiced Dick Clark and Donny Osmond on Black Dynamite. He's Luke Skywalker on the Yoda Chronicles of Lego Star Wars. He's the three-eyed potato baby on Star versus the Forces of Evil. He's Bellybag and the narrator in Steven Universe. He's Avocado, Cow, and Mantis in Pig, Goat, Banana, Cricket. He's Luke Skywalker in the Freemaker Adventures. He's Patches the Were-Dude in Banuncula. He's Adam Warlock on the Guardians of the Galaxy, the show. He's by Baby Fozzie, Bunsen Honeydew, and various actors in Muppet Babies. He's Gorick Wiles in Star Wars Resistance. He's Premier Leader in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. He's Rap Talkwell, Mr. Gigglenose, and Robius in The Epic Tales of Captain Underpants. He's Pagala in Lion Guard, the Lion King sequel show. He's Uncle Samurai, Announcer Cop, Detective Kato, and Buddy Guardians in Big Hero 6. He's various voices in The Rocketeer. He's Beatnik Ant, Mikhail, Nitro Ned, Jax Leonard, and additional voices in Archibald's Next Big Thing. He's Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, Tweety, Marvin the Martian, Barnyard Dog, Charlie Dog, and the Weasel in Looney Tunes cartoons. He's Cerritos Con Officer in Star Trek Lower Decks.
Oh.
He's Ben Stinkbug in The Mighty Ones, as well as Uncle Barry, Gunkus, Narrator, Rat King, Young Bit, Comedy Bit, Acorn, Johan, Bugzo, B2, Shredzy, Coco, Maple Leaf. On Doug Unplugs, he's Bob, Seagull, Brad, Chaz, Fancy, Thomas's grandpa, Frank, and Squishy Bats. On Animaniacs, he's Daffy Duck and Scientist. On Close Enough, he's Dude Man. On the Lego Star Wars Holiday Special, he's Luke Skywalker and Stormtrooper. On To Tell the Truth, he was himself. On Lego Star Wars Terrifying
Isn't he a
Tales,
little short?
he was Luke
for a
Skywalker and Guard
Stormtrooper?
Droid. On Kids Cosmic, he was Fry, Emerald Wing, and Mr. Wilkins. On Long Gone Gulch, he was Mako. On Tig and Seek, he's himself cameo in various voices. On A Tale Dark and Grim, he's King Star, Shillingworth, Soldier Guard, Ferryman, Couchface, King's Father, Castle Guard. On Tiny Toons University, he's Buster Bunny, Daffy Duck, and Gossamer. On Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures, he's EB3 and Pirate. I'm not even doing all of them, by the way. He's the Red Goobler on Solar Opposites. He's Borf and Game Announcer on Aqua Teen Hunger Force. In Blue Eye Samurai, he's Brawny Shendo Samurai. On X-Men 97, he's Sentinel's Master Mold and News Anchor. On Hot One Let's Race, he's Coop's dad and Professor Real. He's also Cerveza Crystal. And on Sports Talk with Bugs Bunny, he's Bugs Bunny.
That is a much better punch up of my joke.
This is where I thrash.
That is better. That is a better one. He was also in Dick Figures as Gerald Butler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yay! Amazing Fluval!
Yeah, that is pretty amazing. And, you know, speaking of amazing things, it's time for... he was probably a cartoon character on Hot Ones.
Not just himself?
I didn't say he was on Hot Ones. Well, now I gotta look again. The Mighty Ones. He was on the Mighty Ones.
Daffy?
Yeah, if Daffy did Hot Ones, he's Bugs and Daffy, so he was if there was a Looney Tunes of Hot Ones, he did it. Because it would be Because Donald was on there. I don't know if Daffy did hot ones. That's Donald.
Yes.
I didn't say hot ones.
Must have been Mighty One.
You must have not been paying attention. But you know, speaking of not paying attention, it's a thing I wish I could not pay attention to, which is... And of course, this is not a raffle. Nothing of monetary value is earned. All you really get is the sense of achievement and satisfaction that comes from inflicting suffering on these tickets, because you see, these tickets, they'd rather be apart. But by matching the numbers, you're forcing them to be together, much like you with your family at Thanksgiving. Not a raffle. Thank you for asking, so we can clarify. It is not a raffle. What it is a wacky ticket reunification game where... And by the way, no purchase was necessary to get these tickets either. We sent them to patrons. We sent them to anyone who gave us their address. We even sent them to some people who didn't give us their address.
Yep.
If we were just friends with you, we sent them to you. So, there's lots of people who have them who aren't even watching. Oh, Hot Wheels. Well, you know, like me reading goes pretty fast. If you're not paying attention, you just might miss it.
Our first ticket. 3966.
Okay.
44.
396644.
3966.
Two doubles at the end.
4. 3968. 41.
396841. 396841. No doubles in that one for those of you keeping track at home. No doubles there at all. No doubles. A double free number. Right there for ticket number 2. Oh, excuse me. Are you reading ticket number 3?
3968.
Well, no, you didn't answer me. Are you reading ticket number 3?
Yes, I am.
What is it? 3968 what?
03.
04. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What is it?
03.
No. 396803?
803.
Is that it?
396803.
396803? Okay.
Our next ticket.
Yeah.
396953.
What is it?
396953.
Okay, I need to get the little air horn going, even though I don't know why I like that number, because it's about gross fornication.
Keep that.
Oh, Missy has 803.
That's a bingo.
And Wiz is saying we must have pulled all his ages ago because they're 3965s.
I mean, maybe.
There is no lot. That amount of logic is not being applied here.
Not at all.
Which is why it's great that it's not a bingo or a raffle.
It's all in this random jar of wonder.
Oh, you're not using the Turner anymore?
No, because it never worked,
Yeah.
right?
Obviously, I knew that. I just needed to call attention to it for everyone watching at home.
Oh! Golden ticket 6953!
You have the golden ticket. You have the golden ticket.
You have a golden ticket.
Be sure that Tom and Jerry don't steal it from you.
It is not a bingo.
Because I assume that's what you're referencing. It not a bingo. What's your last ticket?
Get that air horn ready.
What's the last ticket?
396901.
3969.
01.
01.
The Trivia Factory is yours.
No, it is not. The Trivia Factory remains mine.
You've won the Trivia Factory.
No, you have not. Stop making these promises to them. I mean, it makes them suffer, so I guess it's somewhat good. But we should not insult trivia by pretending a lowly third-dimensional being could ever deign to host it or run the Trivia Factory.
It was like a fever dream.
It was like
let's
a fever
shout out Void's channel. Follow it. Slugworth over here. Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah,
Is that all our
artist
winners?
types. Yeah.
We only had 2 winners? Well, okay then.
And by the way, on this trivia question, Intern Kristie Smashburger got it right the fastest. Got it right the fastest. So, they gained 888 points. But before we get back to trivia, we got to look at some things. Because someone has found the secret messages encoded. Yeah, that is good. Who's...
Fluval.
Oh, I see. But, someone found the secret codes hidden in Bob's Burgers and figured out that Mr. Fish Odor is an old god.
Ah!
This is Code Samurais on Reddit. I have a theory about Bob's Burgers that I want to hash out a bit. I believe that Mr. Fish Odor is actually an old god or a local and long-forgotten deity. Spoilers for American gods, but probably doesn't matter anymore. I think in terms of Richie
Also,
Henselman
fuck
from
Neil
Lakeside,
Gaiman.
that's what I'm saying. Mr. Fish Odor has potentially resided in the town, sometimes called Seymour's Bay, for hundreds of years. It's possible he was brought over during Leif Erikson's expeditions between Iceland, Greenland, and Newfoundland/Labrador. The explorers who stayed behind likely ventured south to where the show is most likely located, New Jersey. Now, that would be very funny, Lena. I think it's possible that the Fish Odor brothers might be a version of Vili and Ve, two brothers of Odin. Because they have fallen out of popularity, they are forced to live among humans and do their best to maintain a following, no matter how tenuous, to stay alive. The fact that Mr. Fish Odor's eye is missing might represent some struggle or desire to be more like Odin, the much more popular and enduring god. He also chooses to live next to the ocean, a callback to his original people's time on the seas. One version of Vili and V might actually have them as some of Odin's sons and not
Fish
brothers.
Odin!
So true. This would also fit well, as both Mr. Fish Odor and Felix have a great deal of admiration for their father. We don't know much about the history of Seymour's Bay, but it does appear to be a town that is on the rise, probably within the last 50 or 60 years. I postulate that the modern popularity of heathenry breathed some new life into Mr. Fish Odor and caused the town to have a bit of a boom with the building of things like the Wonder Wharf and the opening of restaurants like Big Bob's, Bob's Burgers, and Jimmy Pesto's. Beyond the pure oddness of most of Fish Odor's actions, here are some things I noticed that led me to believe that Mr. Fish Odor is potentially an old god. Some of them are more tangible than others, and a few are just pure speculation that could be explained away as a rich person who's out of touch with common folks. It's an interesting thought experiment, nonetheless. In Season 7, Episode 3, Mr. Fish Odor keeps taking Bob's jack-o'-lanterns. When he's confronted, he says the following: "Stealing? No, I thought we had an understanding. You carve them and leave them out, and then I take them. It's like how people keep giving me bikes." To me, this sounds like he views the things left out as offerings, and that he has an understanding with the locals, perhaps unbeknownst to them, that they were supposed to leave things out for him. He never seems overtly concerned about collecting the rent. Let's be honest, Bob would have been evicted years ago. Perhaps any kind of offering is fine with him, as long as it's a sacrifice of some kind. Bikes, pumpkins, etc. Season 1, Episode 13, Mr. Fish Odor has a fairly heated conversation with Bob about whether or not karma exists. This conversation seems to go beyond just general disagreement, and Mr. Fish Odor is adamant. While he seems somewhat motivated to collect rent from his tenants, I don't think we ever see anyone being evicted or otherwise removed from the town. As a god, he would probably rather keep people familiar with him and who tolerate him nearby. Bringing new people into the town could be somewhat disastrous for an old god who needs some sort of offering or acts of semi-worship. The Odor Games, Season 5, Episode 21. He provides bits of wisdom that seem like he might have a different view of time.
Oh.
For instance, in Season 1, Episode 13, he says, "Roller coasters come and go, but Bobs are once in a lifetime. I admire you." I read this as he has met many Bobs over many lifetimes. They continue to surprise him.
Okay. I feel like
Roller coasters come and go, but
What's the
Bobs are
opposite?
once in a lifetime. I admire you. He's
What?
almost oblivious to the suffering of those around him. It's not as if he doesn't care. It's almost like he doesn't notice. He doesn't seem to fully grasp what suffering is.
rather than
For a
consuming
human.
it.
I would love to inspire these kinds of posts. He doesn't seem to have
Paratolia.
concern for his own death and even urges Felix to shoot him instead of making him uncomfortable while tied to the pier. As a god, it's likely that he can't actually die unless killed by something he is deeply tied to, in his case, the ocean. Which is why Felix plans to drown him instead. He never seems to sleep, and often shows up at opportune moments regardless of the time or day of the place. Bob often runs into him wandering around in the middle of the night. In comparison to his brother Felix, who would also be some kind of old god, he does seem to put some value in human life. Felix is willing to kill anyone who gets in his way. Mr. Fish Odor shows a rare bit of concern for humans when Felix is around, potentially because the death of someone in the town would represent a death of one of his followers. He claims to have lost a ear to schnapps.
I mean, Haven't we all?
The 90s is a decade that represented a huge hit to religious affiliation. It's possible the 90s sent Mr. Fishoder into a deep depression.
Why would schnapps? Is schnapps a 90s thing?
No, because he says he lost 1996.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Whomst among us?
He is missing an eye,
Right?
which parallels a lot of Norse god imagery. It was apparently even removed by his own brother. And noticed by that sci-fi nerd. Also in season 1, episode 10, Louise shouts, "I'm a god!" next to Mr. Fishoder, and Fishoder gives her a suspicious glance.
Like,
Any other thoughts you could all add? My notes are pretty haphazard, and we were just taken down as we watched episodes and I noticed things. There might be something really obvious that I'm missing that would skew the arguments in either direction.
I like blogs TLDR. Are there secret codes hidden in Grand Trivia too?
Oh, I love it! Bob's Leviathan. I love it! I think the vacant place next to Bob's is cursed. Probably some kind of sacrifice to Fishoder so all his tenants can remain. Like the spoiler you mentioned.
Exactly,
For
a
American
ghost
gods.
bro. Precisely.
And you know, what's also, I think, really reinforces this.
What?
Bob's Burgers are popping up everywhere.
Are they?
Like this in Kiss one.
Vignettes in North Kansas City has done it again. Welcome to Bob's
Vignettes?
Burgers or Bob's Bargers,
So Vignettes is a bar that does a new bar every month.
as they call it.
Sounds
I
sustainable.
absolutely feel like I was stepping into the set of the show with the restaurant looking exactly the way that it does on TV. They have the burger of the day and plenty of nods to the show on
this
their
is
menu.
Bob's Burgers.
This is the beef squash, which is actually made with yellow mustard and was my favorite. And the horse medicine, which tastes much better than it looks. There's live music, art from the show, and of course, Melissa.
Melissa.
You gotta have Melissa.
I like Melissa.
I love Melissa.
I would overpay for a burger at this place.
The beef squash, by the way, because they mentioned it as yellow mustard, is Beefeater gin, yellow mustard, pickle juice with a salted rim.
Well, I love pickle juice in a drink.
The Bob's Burgers here is more like a Bob's Barfgers.
Oh!
Well, is the
But,
one in New York more like a Bob's Barfgers? This pop-up is serving a different burger from the show every day for a week.
Today is the third day of Bob's Burgers. We're doing the foot fetish burger, feta-ish burger. It's like a burger stuffed with feta. Everyone gets a Bob's Burger keychain in their meal. We didn't launch.
Oh,
or
it's a
announce
Bob's
this
Burgers,
until
not affiliated with the show. It's just a
literally the
restaurant
day we
called
started.
Bob's Burgers.
And
I see.
New York has come out
Yeah.
in crowds, man. It's
Oh
been
no,
amazing.
this guy
burger
says
we've
Wizard
got. We've
Live.
been walked down the block since
So
10:30
what
in
is
the
this
morning,
guy?
And we didn't
Have
start
you
serving
seen
till
this
11.
guy
You mean
before, Wiz?
and by this guy, you mean the chef in charge of it, right? Chef Alvin Callan? Are you still saying, oh no, this guy, Wiz? With profits from the pop-up being donated to the LA Fire Department?
Because they didn't get enough savings by
Scarred
employing
the past few
imprisoned
months.
Yeah.
slaves.
Well, also because
So
they
it's
cut
like,
the LA Fire
you know,
Department
whatever
to fund
we
the
can do to replenish
LAPD.
and help them get back to
Yeah,
to
because they
straight.
can just
Yeah.
force
We'll do it for them.
prisoners
Yeah.
to.
And
fight fires.
those prisoners can't become firefighters after they're out of prison either.
Yeah.
But you know, maybe the one in Appleton, Wisconsin is more of a tribute to fish odor.
Oh, he's on a couple
Welcome
of
back.
shows.
One Appleton restaurant is taking April Fool's Day to a whole new level. Homeburger Bar in downtown Appleton changed the bar over to Bob's Burgers after the popular cartoon show, and they went all out too. They served burgers from the Bob Burgers cookbook and dressed up as the characters as well. Owners say it was a big hit last year, and so they wanted to do it again.
Because so many people were sad that we surprised them last minute and just put the sign up at 5 a.m. and didn't warn them. They wanted to be here
gotta
for the
warn
event,
them.
and they had
Yeah,
other
he's
things
the egg
going on,
slut
and
guy.
they missed it. So when this fell on a Sunday this year, April Fool's Day, we were back at it.
And also $1 for every burger will be donated to a local charity.
I do like how many of them are charity things.
Yeah.
Because that keeps people going, you know? So they can suffer. But
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
what's also, I think, an interesting little piece of Bob's Burgers ephemera is the Bob's Burgers Experiment.com. Are you familiar with the Bob Burger experiment?
No.
It's a
What?
blog. Oh, you got censored by the robots?
Oh.
For Egg Slut.
What?
And Wiz didn't get censored for Egg Slut. But here's the Bob Burger experiment. Where each week, the writer of this blog made a burger from the show.
Oh.
So
yeah,
like
just
there's
silencing women.
here's the foot feta-ish burger, aka the never been feta burger.
Okay.
From the episode Crawl Space, which is a 1/4 beef patty stuffed with fresh feta chevretine, goat feta, topped with feta crumbles and arugula.
Chevretine, you said.
And so he did it like for over a long period of time. Like it started 11 years ago and then it ran until about 5 years ago. But the author of this ended up doing the official Bob's Burgers recipe book.
Oh.
Which is all just burger toppings.
Oh, it's just the toppings?
Well, because what else is a burger?
I mean, you
not
could
just toppings.
put
it's like,
stuff in the burger.
It's not just toppings. It's burger. It's the burger ingredients, yeah. But it's an all burger cookbook.
I've
created
the
a
feta
monster.
Has feta in the burger part.
The Independent Woman. No, you're right. It's not just the toppings.
It's fun. It's fun. I like that.
The Plymouth. And so eventually they started giving the author of this blog the burgers of the day early so that on the day the episode premiered, he could drop the burger.
That's fun.
And then that, like I said, led to him doing the official cookbook with the writers of Bob's Burgers.
Burger night.
So Lauren Bouchard and the writers would give him the actual burger and then he would make the recipe for it. Yeah, 11 years ago. Bob's Burgers has been on for 15 seasons.
Yeah.
Bob's has been on longer than The Simpsons had when Intern Forrest started watching it. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. That's very Babish. That's very Babish, isn't it? Isn't that just so Babish? Even though now he's kind of
Trash.
That's right. On January 29th, after that show with Chris Gethard, We Are Trash People and Radio Free Multiverse will present Post Show. A new post show with me and Emily Pineapple. We're seasoned fans from all corners of the Gethardverse and new fans just discovering the chaos, pre-recorded music, all uniting to put on a post show that's not about gathering 3-minute videos for TikTok. It's about celebrating a live show that just knocked you, the audience, right on your fucking ass. Thank you for spending your time with us. Yes. And
right here.
Will be broadcast right here on live.Radio Free Multiverse, but you'll also be able to join the show on the Planet Scum community Discord.
Good for him.
So you can pipe in there as well. So be sure you can watch here, pipe in there, join us.
Join in other ways.
Join in other ways. We'll work on other ways as well, in case you're not on that Discord. But join us for the post show, me and Emily Pineapple, for a big collab stream between Radio Free Multiverse and We Are Trash People.
Woo!
We're so excited to finally collab with that other channel. You know?
Yeah, they seem really cool.
As a longtime Geth head, of course, I respect all the work they put into researching comedians who are on this show, and as a trivia fan and the Geth head, because I may be an immortal being who's beyond your comprehension, but I'm a real big fan of 2010s era UCB comedy as well.
Yep. It's a true fact about Fluval.
Yeah. I just, I love that Gethard era. I think that was the sweet spot of comedy in a lot of ways. And I've seen a lot of it. Like, I saw the Commedia dell'arte when it was happening.
Yeah. A lot more art than comedian.
Yeah. And they did move it to this channel for a while. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lena found those trash people thanks to Gethard's friends, Connor, Griffin, and Patrick. Yeah, they did an interview with them before GLTS went to Planet Scum.
Yeah.
So.
And not a little bit, because they were like, Connor seems really sad.
I mean, yeah, but,
maybe
it was
we can trick him into doing something.
And by trick
really
him,
nice.
you mean Intern Forrest booked Connor, and then Connor booked Griffin and Patrick
exactly
to do the show. So
we're like, Connor will probably say yes because he's just really nice.
It was Intern Forrest had done posters for Takadoodle Doo and Takadoodle Yule, and was like, "Hey Connor, you want to come on our podcast?"
They're like, he's nice enough.
Yeah. No,
And
it
he
wasn't.
seems
No,
really sad.
no, it wasn't even that Intern Forrest asked him. Intern Forrest said, "Hey Connor, just so you know, we're doing a show about GLTS, and we're going to show the Comic-Con stream. Is that okay?" Because he wanted to make sure he didn't have anything from that show he didn't want screen. He was like, "Hey, we could do a Q&A with you." Intern Forrest was like, "Oh yeah, sure, Connor." So it was entirely Connor booked himself and then booked Griffin and Patrick on that stream.
Exactly.
It was very much the way Keith Haskell, Banana Man, when they did their episode about him, said, "Why didn't you ask me to be on? I would have come on your show."
Because they're shy.
Because they are shy. It's weird that I have all this insight, into the behind-the-scenes workings of
fascinating.
We Are Trash People.
It's just so fast.
Yeah, Connor also booked Griffin and Patrick for the acting class at Sketchfest. Also, I'll be there. I, Fluval, Grand Triviamaster of the Grand Aquarium Empire, will be attending multiple Sketchfest shows. So let Intern Forrest know, since he helps book my schedule.
Yes.
If you'll be at any shows for Sketchfest in SF.
Yeah, he did.
That's a great question. Yeah, or in my felt form.
Yes, Feltful.
Yes, Feltful would be there.
Will be there.
Weird, shy people worked for Gethard. Shocked, sarcastic.
Shocked!
I'm shocked.
Shocked!
I'm shocked that the fan base, once described as by Mike Birbiglia as people who look like they need a hug, would also be shy. As I'm shocked by our leaderboard, where a Kobe named Coochie is in first. Mark Hamill. Hey kids, it's Mark Hamill in second place. Miss Bree in for Sesame Seed Bun in third. Jimmy Pester did nothing wrong in fourth, and Intern Kristie Smashburger in fifth. Intern Kristie Smashburger in fifth, despite getting the most points on that question. As we go now to question number 6, which is also about an internet streaming celebrity similar to Gethard. Which of these characters is not voiced by the Majority Report's Sam Cedar, Clem Clements, Harold Cranwinkle, Hugo Habercor, or Scott Baggs? And of course, the Majority Report is an Air America radio show hosted by Sam Cedar and originally co-hosted by Janine Garofalo, where they give a left-wing take on current events issues. But he also is on Lucy, the Daughter of the Devil, and Bob's Burgers. And H. John Benjamin is the voice of the Majority Report.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he went on the intro on The Majority Report is H. John Benjamin.
Oh.
And he also went on and did jazz piano.
Suffer, Missy, suffer.
But now, which of these characters is not voiced by the Majority Reports? I'm losing it, bro! That's another H. John Benjamin sound drop on the Majority Report.
Well, hey.
Yeah, but which of these characters is not voiced by Majority Report Sam Cedar? Is it Clem Clements, Harold Cranwinkle, Hugo Habercor, or Scott Baggs? Fun, half. Fun, half. Fun, yeah, because they have the fun half. There's the free half, which is all about the news, and then the fun half, which is mostly them dunking on right-wing cretins.
Oh. What a doom room thing to do.
Very doom.
Everyone follow
So
Wiz.
doom, so room. Yeah, follow Wiz World Live.
If you don't already.
If you don't already, which you probably do.
How do you find us?
Anyone who found us who doesn't follow Wiz World Live definitely found us through Planet Scum, though. Let's be honest. Well, let's see what you picked. 1 of you said Clem Clements, 0 of you said Harold Cranwinkle, 3 of you said Hugo Habercor, and 6 of you said Scott Baggs. The correct answer is none other. Well, 1 of you got it right. It's Clem Clements, who is a radio DJ voiced by Nick Offerman. The rest are all characters voiced by Sam Cedar. Sex and the City's Sam Cedar.
Could I tell you who all these characters are? No.
Oh, yeah, you could. Of course you could. This is Harold Cranwinkle, the elderly
you
co-owner
can.
of Reflections, an art sales, supplies, and lessons store, and his wife Edith Cranwinkle. He serves as an unthreatening bodyguard to Edith, mainly, I should say, from Bob Belcher. He and his wife make their first appearance in the episode Art Crawl. You will recognize Hugo. Hugo is the antagonist of the pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hugo's the health inspector from Seymour's Bay and also the ex-fiance of Linda Belcher.
Oh.
Stupid, sexy Sam Cedar.
Nah.
He's also the ex-fiance of Linda Belcher. Hugo's policy is strict, but he's especially harsh on Bob's Burgers because Linda left him for Bob Burger. Hugo works with Ron, and they both appear in both pilot episodes, The Demo and The Human Flesh. He was formerly a nudist.
Sam Cedar?
No, Hugo Habercore.
Oh.
And then you might recognize Scott Baggs because he's the meteorologist for Channel 6 News. He's under the same network as Olsen Benner, and he makes his first appearance in Lobster Fest. He's also he was voiced by Sam Cedar in Lobster Fest, but is currently voiced by David Herman. Scott Baggs, Cula.
Sam, please. Please let someone else have a job.
No, Sam, he actually doesn't play a ton of characters. Like, I gave 3 there, and those are most of his characters. His full list of characters. He has a degree in religious studies.
Huh.
And then he dropped out of law school to do a comedy. Sam Cedar, that is.
That makes sense.
Yeah. His characters are Hugo Habercore, Harold Cranwinkle, Officer Cliffany, Scott Baggs, Al Gennaro, and Nathaniel.
Al Gennaro?
Al Gennaro. Oh, yoo-ha!
Like Algernon?
This
like
is
Flowers 4?
Cliffany. Do you remember Cliffany?
Sure. Hello, Cliffany.
And that's Al Gennaro, the husband of Gloria Gennaro. He's he's Linda's dad.
Oh. I hope you don't know about Ron Hubel's character.
Rob Hubel, the docent from the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art.
Yeah. That's where I know him from.
Yeah, I mean,
personally.
That's certainly where I know him from. Snellgrove is back is the only one who got that right. So they have risen up to 6th place. But a Kopi named Kuchi holding on to first. Mark Hamill still in second, despite this being his darkest hour since The Empire Strikes Back.
Ha!
And Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong in 3rd place. Yeah, he also has the sex whip.
Oh!
Yeah. And Algernon Flowers 4 is my favorite Midwest emo project. Well, you know, my favorite Midwest emo project is A Sprout a Boy, which is also the subject of our next question.
Oh.
In the episode A Sprout a Boy, Gene becomes obsessed with a Tamagotchi-like virtual pet named Katso, Furbo, Meow, or Furbo, or Purbo. Katso, Furbo, Me3OW, or Purbo.
Me3OW reminds me of Mithrigan.
Yes, it's very Mithrigan.
Very
Wait a second,
Mithrigan.
are you a flat earther? That's what Gene's asking all of you at
Oh,
home.
I was like, what gave you that impression,
No, that's what Gene's asking all of you at home. Are you a flat earther, or do you know the difference between Katso, Furbo, Me3OW, and Purbo? I've actually watched very little Bob's Burgers.
Ha! Suffer!
Why did you not watch it full size?
Yeah.
You watched it very little? Why did you watch very little tiny Bob's Burgers? Was that like on like a little fake TV in like a diorama? I think it'll make a lot more sense if you watch it normal sized with full speakers. But let's see what you picked. 1 of you said Katso, 5 said Furbo, 1 said Me3OW, and 3 of you said Purbo. The correct answer is Purbo.
Purbo?
The correct answer is Purbo, not Furbo, you 5 idiots.
Oh, I see 1BBBR.
Tough one for the chat. It sure was. The correct answer is, of course, Purbo. Purbo. Man, and BBR got it right. This is Purbo. Purbo is a Tamagotchi-like virtual cat that can wear a bunch of different outfits. If you don't take care of it, it will die, and Jeans ends up freezing to death. Well, for authenticity, you gotta fool aloof.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta mod that gotchi.
1BBBR got it!
Yeah, 1BBR did get it right, which means 1B is either a Kopi named Coochie, Miss Brie in for Sesame Seed Bun, or The Wars Were Our Burgers.
Oh.
Because those are the only 3 players who got it right. But Miss Brie in for Sesame Seed Bun got it right the fastest. It's true. If you watch it on your phone, you have not watched it at all.
Okay, David Lynch.
Because David Lynch went off about if you do not watch his movies on a phone.
Okay, old man David.
Do not watch my movie on your hit clips. Get real.
Now I just kind of want to watch his movies on a phone.
The real quote was very funny. Let me pull that up.
He eats more panties than he does burgers. Oh.
Yeah, he does do that.
What's a Furbo?
It was one of the fake answers.
No, but is it a real one?
Fubo is a streaming service that's being merged.
Fubo.
Fubo is merging with Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Disney's Hulu and live TV service and Fubo to merge. Fubo, not Fubu. Fubo to merge and end it in a surprise deal. Hulu and Fubo are merging to fight Venue.
Venue?
Venue, I think it's Venue. It's Venue without an E.
Oh.
Venue faces the fight, the mighty scourge.
Spelling is stupid.
Of Hulu and Fubo. Now it's Hulbu.
Hulfbo.
Well, there's no, oh yeah.
Fubo.
Fubo. Oh, it could be Fulu. Yeah, Boo Boo and Glub Glub are merging. Get real, man.
Boo Boo and Glub
Yeah,
Glub.
Boo Boo and Glub Glub are merging. Get real, man. Here's him talking about phones.
Now, if you're playing the movie
Check me.
on a telephone, you will never in a trillion years experience the film. You'll think you have experienced it, but you'll be cheated. It's such a sadness that you think you've seen a film on your fucking telephone. Get real.
Get real.
I love it because you so rarely hear him curse.
Real.
And him getting so mad about, you haven't seen it on your fucking iPhone. If you think you've seen a movie on your fucking iPhone, get real.
You see, Aquaman had to go to AA for mergin.
A mergin.
Like gin,
Yes.
but it's like mermaid.
Yeah. Very Lynchian.
Very
Thank you, Booty
Lynchian.
Slapper. I don't need
Extremely
a screen to
Lynchian.
watch intentionally wooden acting and nonsensical plots. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
No, on your telephone. What?
Yes.
If you look,
I
I gotta
watch all
say,
my movies on a landline.
if you watch Grand Trivia on your, you're right. If you watch Grand Trivia on your telephone, you have not experienced Grand Trivia. You'll think you've experienced Grand Trivia, but you haven't. Get real.
Yeah, the best way to watch it really is by looking deep into the eyes
Yes.
of your household pets.
And second best is on a modded Tamagotchi.
yes.
I have watched Star Wars on Telnet. Damn. I watch all my movies on Phony. Can we watch movies on Phony? I watch... if you watch Grand Trivia on your fucking telephone, you haven't watched Grand Trivia at all. Get real.
Pray for plausible deniability.
Well, then let's get to the
Pray
next
for that.
question so they can continue to suffer with us. It's question number fucking 8. Which of these is not a real burger of the day from the show? Chorizo Your Own Adventure Burger, Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Zucchini Burger, Tarragon in 60 Seconds Burger, or the Empire Strikes Bok Choy Burger. If you don't get the Fluval zoom at 1920 by 1080, you're not even properly yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Ghost Pro, you need to get mentally annihilated correctly and properly.
Mm-hmm.
I only watch things on Super Famicom console, not even on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
No.
Or the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Mm-mm.
At least you don't even have blast processing.
It feels like none.
Yeah. It does feel like none.
So does all third dimensional matter. Oh!
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Intern Forrest watched a lot of video podcasts on his iPod.
I watched a lot of
iPod
The
Classic.
Dark Knight on my iPod.
iPod Classic or iPod Touch?
My iPod Touch.
Like, so not with the little wheel.
No, I
No,
didn't have the little wheel.
Intern Forrest was watching videos on the one with the little wheel.
Wow.
Yeah. On car rides, he would watch video podcasts.
A video podcast?
It's like all the podcasts that are on YouTube now.
The clicky wheel sounds.
Yeah.
Ugh, I was so jealous.
Loved the clicky wheel.
Of everyone with those.
Yeah, he loved the clicky wheel. Yeah, no, it had a color screen. It was the iPod Color.
Mm-hmm. It would be fun to watch a movie on the black and white one, though.
It was the iPod Video. Wow, you can get one for $128 on Amazon right now.
Huh. An iPod is the podcast's natural habitat. That's true.
It puts the pod in podcast.
An invasive species on every other.
Yeah, it was an iPod video.
Machine.
It put the pod in podcast. But which of these is not a real burger of the day from the show? None of you said chorizo, your own adventure. 0 of you said itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot zucchini. I had a creative zen too. 1 of you said Tarragon in 60 Seconds burger. Yeah, you're right. It's Star Wars. It's the Star Wars one. Chorizo, Your Own Adventure is from the episode Food Truckin'. Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Zucchini Burger is from the episode Bob Fires the Kids. And Tarragon in 60 Seconds is from the episode Topsy. Of course it was the Star Wars one. Yeah, you can't run flack on a lot of them now.
But what about your Thaco?
Yeah, what is the Thaco of an iPod?
Yeah.
Wiz, let us know. What's the Thaco of an iPod? No, she's not royal blood. But also, I did think all the others were real. So you were right. And that's why. Miss Bree in first. Sesame Seed Bun is in second place. A Kobe named Coochie still in first. Mark Hamill in third. Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong. Gained the most points on that question, getting 836. And only Intern Kristie Smashburger lost points.
Every time you say that, I think you're talking about me.
Not intern fish odor.
Thank you so much. I'm Intern Kristie.
Intern Kristie. Oh, you're not wrong enough. See, then I would tell you that more. Intern Kristie Smashburger losing 660 points as we go to our penultimate Bob Burger question.
Yeah, which iPod?
Who?
We need to know which iPod to get the Thaco for.
Oh, yeah. Well, I both.
Both.
Yeah.
You heard me.
As you heard me, too. Here's the penultimate question. Which of these is not a business that's next door to Bob's Burgers during an episode intro? Bradley Cooper's Pooper Scoopers, Fire Distinguishers, Put Out Your Hair with Flair, Little Bo Sleep, or simply the Asbestos? Which of these is not a business that's next door to Bob's Burgers? In the intro, is it Bradley Cooper's Pooper Scoopers, Fire Distinguishers, Put Out Your Flair, or Fire with Flair, Little Bo Sleep, and simply the Asbestos? They don't have Thaco because they can't attack.
Ah, that's what you think, Wiz. That's what they want you to think.
Yeah, is it Bradley Cooper's Pooper Scoopers, Fire Distinguishers, Put Out Your Fire with Flair, Little Bo Sleep, or simply the Asbestos? Well, let's see what you picked. 5 of you said Bradley Cooper's Pooper Scoopers. 1 of you said Fire Distinguishers, Put Out Your Fire with Flair. 0 of you said Little Bo Sleep. 4 of you said simply the Asbestos. The correct answer is Little Bo Sleep.
Ha!
Little Bo Sleep isn't one because it's a real company.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Little Bo Sleep is a real sleep consultancy company.
Little Bo Sleep, that's right, Jocelyn Gomez.
You got it right, Jocelyn Gomez.
Lol, Maddie. Lol.
I have made a strategic move based on asbestos being spelled wrong. Check the tapes, Fluval. Well, it wasn't. So... It was never spelled wrong. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was never spelled wrong. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of nothing bunt cakes.
Yep.
Now, nothing
they
bunt
are
capes.
fucking everywhere.
That would be fun. So you can see here, Bradley Cooper's Pooper Scoopers is in the episode Mission Impossible Bob. Mission Impossible
You
Bob.
got trick-seed. You were a fool.
Fire Distinguishers, Put Out Your Fire with Flair is an easy commercial, easy go-mercial. And simply the Asbestos is in Mutiny on the Windbreaker. And there have been sleep-based businesses, of course. There's Resisting Arrest, Sleep Therapy. The Wizard of Gauze.
Hello, Anna.
Cheer
Hello.
Up, Sleepy Jean. Oh, no, that's the episode. Sleep Tight, Small Mattresses. On Cheer Up, Sleepy Jean, there's Drastic Measures. resisting arrest sleep therapy. So there haven't been a ton of sleep ones, but there have been some sleep ones. Hello, Anna. We're on. This is the penultimate question on this.
The penultimate.
Bob's Burgers trivia question. But let's
it's
see.
still anyone's game.
It's still anyone's game as we go to the leaderboard, where a Kopi named Coochie is in first place. Miss Bree in for Sesame Seed Bun in second. Mark Hamill in third. Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong in fourth. And Blueville Cheese and Bacon Burger in fifth. Boob's Burger is currently in last place. But they also lost the most points on that question, so it's no surprise because no one got it right. Everyone lost points. But Boob's Burgers lost the most. Yeah, you should be surprised you're still in the positive because over half of our players are not.
Ha!
Little Blog Sleep over here. Well, let's see how Little Blog Sleep does in our final question. Wager your points. It's about Bob's Burgers. This final question is about Bob's Burgers.
That's the topic.
Yep, that's the
topic of this one.
As for this final question on Bob Burger trivia.
Bob Burger over
Trivia
here.
all about Bob Burger.
Bob Burger.
And the Burger family.
Bob Burger.
Tina Burger, Linda Burger, Jean Burger, and of course, Louise Burger.
Louise Burger.
Louise Burger.
Yeah.
Louise Burger. As we go to our final question of Bob's Burgers trivia.
Burger.
Here it comes, a cheeseburger.
Burger.
The design of Bob's Burgers, the restaurant, is inspired by which San Francisco eatery? Beep's Burgers, Cafe Trieste, Just For You Cafe, or Marlowe?
Ooh. All you New York fucks don't know what just hit you.
Actually, a surprising number of them have gotten it correct, so already.
Well, okay then.
The design of Bob's Burgers, the restaurant, is inspired by which San Francisco eatery? Beep's Burgers, Cafe Trieste, Just For You Cafe, or Marlowe? Wiz, do you know the answer to this question? As a former San Franciscan. Beep's Burgers is Anna's guess.
Is it Beep's Burgers?
I'm just curious about Wiz having knowing the answer. Marlo, I'm not feeling confident. Good guess, Gisele Gomez.
Ooh hoo hoo. Gisele.
Definitely not in the positive anymore, says 1BBBR. Suffer! And by the way, I'm Fluval. I look like a fish, but I'm actually a fifth-dimensional being of might and power.
Yes.
And Triviamaster of the Grand Aquarium Empire, who knows all and enjoys seeing third-dimensional beings suffer the slings and arrows of my outrageous trivia.
Thank you so much for your suffering. Thank
Wiz
you so
only
much.
eaten at Beeps. I didn't say where have you eaten. I said, do you know the answer?
Oh, is Beep's real?
Yeah, Beep's real. Beep's Burger. These are all real.
How do I not know Beep's Burgers?
Intern Forest, and you have driven past it multiple times.
Have I commented on it?
No, but Intern Forest definitely has, because their sign is neon and Googie era architecture. So he has definitely talked about it as you drove by. Like, I love Beep's Burger. Look at how Googie it is. Or, oh my God, look at the typography. Burger. That's so cool. Or, I wish more cities had neon like the dork he is. Well, let's see what you pick. Intern Forest has ran across a parking lot to take a photo of a neon Googie sign multiple times. So, you know. Anyway, 2 of you said Beep's Burgers. 2 of you said Cafe Trieste. 4 of you said Just For You Cafe. 2 of you said Marlowe. Well, the correct answer is Just For You Cafe.
That's right.
As noted on SF Gate.
Oh.
The answer is Just For You Cafe.
Typography is cool.
Because
Beep is so Google.
It's so googie.
Oh.
Googie.
Beep is so googie.
Because it was all like so Bob's Burgers was created by 2 San Francisco artists.
Oh.
Who were in the Mission District. So here we go. This is from SF Gate. Late on one Thursday night in his San Francisco animation studio, Bob's Burgers creator Lauren Bouchard fiddled with the strings on his ukulele, trying to find the right melody. But there was something he couldn't ignore. It was a distant sound reverberating from the nightclub below him on 16th and Harrison.
Oh.
Yeah. On that evening in 2008, a weekly drum and bass night was in full swing at the now shuttered El Rincon. It was thumping up through the floor, Bouchard told SFK. Not a good environment to be recording in, but here's the funny thing. I was onto something with those chords. After a few minutes of listening to the DJ and experimenting with the key and tempo on his own instrument, Bouchard came up with the song that would become the iconic theme for the opening sequence, setting the tone for the hijinks of the loving but lawless Belcher family that would play out on each episode. And that's the recording that's on TV today.
Meep is so meep.
Just over a decade later, Bob's Burgers has become one of the most well-known animated...
Gooey.
During the mid-aughts, Bouchard lived with his wife and baby on the upper floor of a 2-story apartment building just down the street from Atlas Cafe.
No.
At the time, he had just wrapped in the 90s-era Comedy Central sitcom Dr. Katz.
Goo-goo.
Here we go. While developing a new show with writer Norris Smith that would eventually become Bob's Burgers, a friend encouraged Bouchard to get in touch with then barista and local artist Jay Howell, who sold some of his comics from behind the counter at the neighborhood staple of Atlas Cafe. A lot of people draw well, but very few people draw funny, and it's remarkable how funny Jay's drawings are, Bouchard said. So I paid for my coffee and asked to see his work, and bam, he had a zine right there. I knew I wanted to design the characters on Bob's. So like, you can tell, it's that Bob's art style right here.
Oh!
There
it is.
These are some of this. Sarah Norris has a bunch of cat murals all around San Francisco, too, with a blue cat. Here we go. So I would return from Lauren's, draw, go to the corner store, buy Thieves Tavern.
Oh.
Draw, buy a couple tall boys of Budweiser, head to El Farolito, buy some more tall boys, draw, then go to the Attic or the Knockout. I was definitely nervous, but excited. Okay. Here we go. During that time, Bouchard. No, it does. It's about to show it. During that time, Bouchard was taking pictures in restaurants all over the city for inspiration, but nothing quite clicked until he stepped inside Just For You Cafe in the Dog Patch. I looked in the window and saw something big, like bolt of lightning big. It was the pass-through between the kitchen and the front counter where the customers placed their orders, which he likened to a children's puppet theater. You can basically see it as its own little stage, he continued. Bouchard asked Norris to draw an interior modeled after Just For You, so they could stage scenes in which Bob could banter with his family while at the grill. And as you can see here, this is Just For You on the right, and on the left is that first sketch that became Bob's Burgers.
That's right.
At the 34-year-old brunch spot, just 2 miles east of Norris's studio, the cushy diner stools are absent from the wooden countertop. A marlin, or an outside protein, as Coochie Kopi would call it, adorns the back wall, but the shelves of beer, wine, and condiments, as well as the pass-through, still bear a striking resemblance to the restaurant in Bob's Burgers today.
Precisely.
That's it. It's Just For You Cafe. Yeah. In the Dog Patch. A strange part of San Francisco.
It's
right by the Flying Dutchman.
Yeah.
I was expecting the outside to be the basis, not the basic-ass diner inside. It's not a basic-ass diner! Missy!
They make really good
beignets.
Beignets.
Is what lowly third-dimensional beings would say. It has the pass-through! See?
Ha! Disastrous!
This is no basic-ass diner. It has a pass-through, which can be likened to a children's puppet theater.
That's right.
That is not basic, Missy. Missy, yeah, maybe you should go there at a sketch fest if you're going to talk smack about this children's theater pass-through. Look at it. Now look at that. 1-to-1.
1-to-1.
Except it's green on Bob's Burger. But that was the final question. Let's see who won our
What?
Missy, it says it is a pun. It says it is just a sex offender burger. That's true. But it's the Boyga of the day.
Oops.
It has an I Love Brisbane sticker on the fish.
Yeah.
But now let's find out who won our game of trivia. In third place on Bob's Burgers trivia, it's none other than Snellgrove is back. In second place,
Snellgrove!
It's none other than Jimmy Pesto did nothing wrong. Woo! And in first place, your winner is a Fluval cheese and bacon burger with 1,996 points. Congratulations to Fluval cheese and bacon burger. Who are you, Fluval? Sound off in the chat who you are, Fluval.
Isn't it?
Is that you, Blog? Blog, is that you?
Is it you?
Or are
is
you plausible? Is it you, plausible deniability?
Who is it?
Who is it? Who was Fluval? Well,
who is Fluval? Reveal yourself!
Oh, it's plausible deniability.
Yay!
Okay, well, we have your address, so we'll send you a little something. But you know, there is a prize we all get to enjoy. All of us here. That's right, we all get to see that planet destroy. And why don't we throw in another one for good measure? That was the meat, and then this other one's the bun. Thank you all for joining us for Grand Trivia, Bob's Burgers Trivia. That's right, we destroyed Jimmy Pesto Sr.'s insurrectionist planet.
Exactly.
We'll see you next week for another exciting episode of Grand Trivia. Who knows what the topic will be? I don't know what the topic of that one will be, but I do know that on January 29th, after that show, hosted by Chris Gethard, right here at live.radiofreemultiverse.com, we are Trash People on Radio Free Multiverse, bring you a crossover stream of a new post show hosted by me, Fluval, and we are Trash People's Emily Pineapple. Be sure to join us then for that post show, but until then, we'll see you next week. Why?
What?
How? Because we have your coordinates. Blog, we destroyed a planet. Stop this slander.
Here he comes. Swimming closer than farther away.